Welcome back to Take a Little Break, Mama. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Lynne, and this podcast is your permission slip to breathe deep, take a break, and remember you matter too. Today's episode is called You Kept Everyone Alive Today. That counts. Because sometimes the bar feels so low, but we forget what a miracle it is to show up again and again, even when we're exhausted. So let's talk about why surviving the day is something to celebrate. There was a day not too long ago when I found myself sitting on the living room floor. It was 3:14 in the afternoon. I remember because I had just told my toddler that we could not have more chocolate. Side note, we're potty training, and that's her reward for going potty. And she threw a full-on tantrum that included lying dramatically on the floor like a fainting goat. Meanwhile, my baby was in the bouncer, doing that pre-cry squawk that sounds like a car alarm revving up. I looked around and thought, I haven't eaten today. The laundry is exploding. The baby needs to nap. I need to nap. And everyone needs me right now. And in that moment, I felt it, the weight of the day pressing on my shoulders. Not because anything extraordinary happened, but because everything ordinary happened all at once. And that's what I want to talk about today. Not the mountaintop moments or the picture-perfect Pinterest mom wins, but the holding it together by a thread days, the we made it to bedtime days, the nothing special happened, but somehow I did everything days, because keeping everyone alive, that counts. We live in a culture that measures success by productivity, how much we accomplish, how organized we are, how visible our wins are to the outside world. But in motherhood, especially the early years, so much of what we do is invisible. No one sees the mental or real checklist you run constantly: diapers changed, bottles cleaned, meals prepped, naps negotiated like an international peace treaty. No one claps when you have breastfed for the 100th time. No one hands you a trophy for wiping butts and comforting big feelings and making dinner while bouncing a baby on your hip. But I see you, and I want you to know what you did today matters. You showed up, you fed your kids, you kept them warm, safe, held, loved. You said no even when it was easier to say yes. You hugged them after tantrums. You got through one more day, and even if you yelled, even if you cried, even if the house is a disaster, and you ate cold leftovers for lunch while standing, you kept going. That counts. We've got to stop minimizing the effort it takes to show up as a mom every single day. We've got to start acknowledging that the ordinary is holy work. Because anyone can post a highlight reel, but you're living the real thing in the flesh, with spit up on your shoulder and goldfish crumbs in your hair. There's something I whisper to myself a lot these days, and maybe it'll help you too. Consistency over perfection. I didn't always believe that. Before kids, I was the kind of woman who prided herself on getting things done. I ran businesses, led teams, scheduled every hour of my day. I knew how to check the boxes and measure progress. But motherhood rewrote that script. It taught me that some days success isn't crossing off a to-do list. It's just being there. It's holding space. It's starting over after a hard moment. It's bedtime hugs after a rough day. And I've learned on the living room floor, in the rocking chair while outside, that showing up imperfectly is still showing up. And that's enough. Okay, Mama, here's your gentle, helpful tip for today. Start keeping a We Did It journal. It doesn't have to be fancy. A notebook, your phone's notes app, even a sticky note on the fridge. Every evening, or whenever you can, write down 3 small wins from the day. Not big ones, not Pinterest-worthy ones, real-life ones. Like, everyone ate something today. I remembered to switch the laundry before it got smelly. We laughed during bath time. These are proof that you're doing it, that you're making it through, that you're growing something beautiful, one ordinary day at a time. Here's today's encouragement for your heart from Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. In mom life, continuing is everything. That's it for today's episode of Take a Little Break, Mama. If no one's told you yet, you are doing an incredible job. You kept everyone alive today. That counts. And I'm so proud of you. Follow me on all the platforms if you haven't already. We've got a whole community of mamas building each other up one breath at a time. And I'll leave you with this until next time. You don't have to do it all to be doing enough. Take a little break today, Mama. You've earned it. See you soon.